Hello everyone! Happy 2021! I am PyroFalkon. This is Monster Rancher 4. In the last episode, Father Time claimed his first pixie victim, Eva Marie, our first lady, so we are heading to the shrine to get ourselves a new lady. And I already know who our pixie is going to be, as well as what the name shall be. So, as you can see, probably from this pop-up I'm putting up right now, we have predetermined the order of pixies, and the next one up, if I find her in the book, ... is Farolina. Its wings rip everything to pieces, so it ends up breaking things. To show it's sorry, it paints the tip of its nose black. Maybe it just likes to. So maybe she's not sorry at all. That's great. So, as we get her generated, we'll also smash cut to the comment for the name, because her name comes to us from Cat Yandere, who not only has been doing a great job of commenting in every video for the desired name, she, forgive me if I'm getting your gender wrong, Cat Yandere, just an assumption, Cat Yandere has asked for Cupcake and added a very funny comment for the most recent name call, where she says, "I know my commenting is very spec along." I'm not quite sure what that means, but still enjoying the series. So I was so happy to see a Farolina, and since she is intelligent, Cupcake would be a good name because it's always intelligent to have a cupcake. I concur. It is always intelligent to have a cupcake. So we now have ourselves a cupcake. But if I can interpret the first half of that sentence, commenting is good. It really helps for the show as well, because one of the things YouTube does to determine how good a channel is and how strongly it should be pushed is whether the videos receive comments. So please comment away. She has very little power and much more intelligence, so she is very much an intelligence pixie. We'll swap those around. Let's see if she has anything else that's special going for her. Anticipate and dodge better, but damage easily. So she's high speed. She's not serious, but she likes battle and dislikes play. Good deal, because you're gonna be doing some work. Also, while we're on this policy screen, so Ash Girl is fat, Macbeth is fat, Aruda is fat, and Samara's fat. We have chunky pixies. And I hadn't been concerned, but somebody, I'm sorry I don't have your name on me, I'll find the comment for this video though, mentioned that one of the problems with fatness is it tires out your monsters faster when they train. I didn't know that, and it sounds logical, and I don't feel the need to test it because it does seem like my monsters do tire easily. So I'm going to presume that comment is correct. Ooh, Samara gets to go up a rank this week, since this had been Eva Marie's chance to go up to the S class, but now that she has died, we may as well get someone else going, yeah? So, Aruda, I guess take that one. And yeah, I guess take that one. Macbeth takes this one. Ash Girl takes this one. Okay. Great. Lots of tournaments. So this week, Samara gets rest, and everybody else will do whatever. Oh, jeez, 5 straight weeks of tournaments. So, what do you need there, Cupcake? Accuracy and life, mainly. Alright. Well, better get you started early on the accuracy, because goodness knows that is my preferred main stat. So I have to go through everybody again. It's been a couple weeks since I've recorded. I was trying to work ahead of myself, but unfortunately, with holidays being what they are, and then other problems I was having, what with doing tax retraining and such, I did not get done what I meant to get done. Alright, Macbeth, change up to the Lifeblade. No. Never mind. Stick with the target then. Aruda... What was I having you do? Oh, nothing, because you can't do anything. Go ahead and rest again, then. And Samara, today is your tournament, so you get to rest as well. Alright. So anyway... yes, that commenter had mentioned praise, scold, nothing. Praise, scold, nothing. That commenter had mentioned that because my monsters are fat, that could be why they're getting so tired. And there are ways we can counter the fatness. Now that I've got Yuri's shop expanded, she sells vitamins, and we can't really afford it. So we won't be able to go full blast at it. But if I feed the monsters vitamins, then they will start to thin down. So that will be helpful. It wouldn't surprise me if maybe they lose lifespan too if they're too fat. I thought the only thing that it changed was whether they dodged easier or took less damage. But if it affects their lifespan, and because it definitely affects their fatigue during training, that is something we need to work on to try to thin them down a little bit. Okay, so the other thing is, because I have been reading the comments, because that's what I do. You see the heart, you know I've read your comment. Apparently the AMAs are very popular, and you don't mind seeing AMAs for these lower-end tournaments, especially since not a whole lot is going on that you haven't already seen. So I'm going to start going through the AMAs for these kinds of tournaments, at least until we get through some of them, unless something really bizarre happens. But as you can see, Samara is tearing her way through the official D-class tournament, and I am not going to have to pay very much attention. Probably once we get to the B-class with anybody, I'll have to slow down and make sure I know what I'm doing, but certainly for these bits, it doesn't matter. So keep those questions coming. Remember, I will favor your name if you comment a lot, comment different things, get my attention, ask me questions, and such like that there. So please keep them coming. A lot of the AMAs are coming from Kalo, so we're going to start trying to get through his. His first one for today is, if you could pick the cast for a movie based on your book, who would you decide on? I can't answer that at length. That question was asked months ago, I think, or a month ago? Anyway, it's been a while. And the reason I haven't addressed it yet is because it's going to take some degree of research. Mainly, I'm sorry, I've got neighbors shouting right outside my door. It was very distracting. I don't have too many of my characters in my novel, One Step Toward Divinity. You can find links in the video description to buy it. It's an ebook and paperback and Audible form, and if you get the Audible version, it's me narrating it. Anyway, I would have to actually do some research on about half the characters, because although I see them in my head, I haven't really seen actors who can portray them. Which is not to say they don't exist or anything like that, just that I haven't, again, done the research. I can tell you about 3 of them, but it wouldn't probably mean much to anybody unless you've read the book. I will say that Ellen, in my book, is basically identical to Miranda Cosgrove from her late iCarly days. If anybody watched Nickelodeon or are just familiar with Miranda Cosgrove. But now Miranda Cosgrove is almost too pretty and a little too old to play a 19-year-old. Well, maybe not. Oh, god damn it. Oh, come on! All our ladies are starting to get old at the same time. No! No! So, yeah, I'll be... Oh, shit. Who's fighting today? So, beyond Miranda Cosgrove, there aren't too many names that I would be able to really talk much about as far as the book is concerned. But it doesn't matter. Like, y'all should picture them how you want to picture them. I'm sure any number of actors could portray them very well. So it comes down to just their physical appearance. And it's good to have actors, though, for pictures when you do a book like that, because then you have your own reference photos, and you can praise Scold. You can better describe them in text if you have a reference photo to go on. Oh, Chelsea was always Stacy Keebler. That's one I can guarantee. Like, when I wrote Chelsea and described Chelsea, she was always Stacy Keebler from early 2000s. So, Stacy Keebler still has not aged all that much, even after all these years. Anyway, so that's that one. I will do the next question once we... See, Samara, I mean, even though she used the magic book, she shouldn't be that tired. Not after a battle and one training regimen. So I bet you fatness must have something to do with how tired they get from... yeah. How tired they get from whatever. Alright, I'm gonna look ahead on the calendar real quick, because I have a plan. So, another comment I got was that... Ooh. Another comment I got was that when it comes to expanding the shops, it's not about the number of times you talk to them, it's talking to them consecutively. So I think what I'm going to do is after December 2, because that will be too important of a tournament. No, because she should be at 3 stars at that point. If Macbeth is at 3 stars at January 1, I'll go to the third town and talk to Thirsty Chiho these 5 weeks in a row. And hopefully that expands her shop as well, if that's the way it's supposed to work. But I'll deal with that when the time comes. So for now we have this match, this match. I won't need that one. That one, that one. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that should be fine. And then we'll do 5 weeks in a row talking to Chiho. If Macbeth does not have her 3rd star by this point, she's going to have to try this one, but it's fine. Alright. Yeah, because we need to start expanding those shops. Anyway. Yeah. Okay, next question is also from Akalo, who asks, what are your top 10 pixie designs from any game in the franchise? I like all the pixie designs, and, well, maybe not all of them. Tongue bikini. Ugh. I really like the Monster Rancher 1 pixies. The Fixies. Fixies were cute, and maybe that's just because personally I like not super skinny ladies? I don't know. But I'm also a very easy to please gamer. As long as something isn't completely ridiculous, I will generally appreciate it. And you know, all the pixies look good, it's fine. I recently read a comment about the Shantae games, that Shantae always looks just a little different in every game. It's like the artists can't fully figure out a consistent appearance for her. And that's fair, but after looking at the different designs, I've realized I don't care. Like, sure, she looks visually not very different. Visually, she's a little different between each one, but it doesn't matter. I generally don't care. That said, I did see some screenshots of the newest Pokemon anime, and Ash just looks wrong. But I think with that one, it's because I grew up with the Pokemon animes from the old days, so that's why it feels weird to me. I don't know if I really care that much about any other situation where my nostalgia doesn't play a factor into it. So, but I like the designs. I mean, just hold on. Let's go to the book real quick. I mean, as far as my absolute favorites, I'd have to go through the wiki and see all the different pixie designs. So that's another one why I was like, I would need to actually do research about it. But, you know, it's not just about, you know, whether I find them physically attractive or whatever, but like, that's cute, and I love the color design of the wings. That's got some coolness to it. That can go away forever, but, you know, OG Pixie is pretty cute. Jan looks badass as hell. Oh, by the way, someone suggested that when we get to Jan, we'll make her a tank, because Pixies should not be tanks. I am up for that challenge, and to see if I can make a tank Pixie. A Tanksy. I have a feeling it will go horribly, but challenge accepted. Allure is my cup of tea because I like Nagas and just I like goth ladies. Lilim is pretty awesome aside from the stupid bangs. The Undine's pretty cute. That's Pink Princess is very anime. Fairy Lena is cute. You know, Suiko is tongue bikini. Miku's kind of adorable. It's very true to the character. Kasumi is very true to the character. So, like, they all look good, man. I like them. Okay, so you're doing accuracy. You still need to do the Life Blade. Nope. Life Blade. Macbeth. You need accuracy for now, although you need the Life Blade, but accuracy for now. Garuda, you are resting. Samara, you are resting. Okay, you have your orders, ladies. Praise, scold, scold. Come on, ladies, do better. Do better. Alright, next question we've got comes from Maple Knight, who asks, what's my least favorite Monster Rancher breed? So, I have been over this, but just to give a clear, concise answer, my absolute least favorite breed is Mochis. I hate them. Because, at least with Suezos, I find Suezos gross, but that's just because I have a thing against eyeballs, and the whole thing with Suezos having teeth also kind of at the bottom of their eyeballs, the whole thing's just gross. But they are at least very good in battle, and they are solid fighters, especially if you raise them right and give them a lot of intelligence training, kind of like OG Pixies. Whereas Mochis are just the friggin' worst. From what I gather, the only purpose of a Mochi is they tend to have slightly long lives, so used as breeding stock, they can kind of help encourage the monster, their offspring, to live a while. And they have a decent range of moves, but they're not particularly good at any of them. But they're also hideously designed. I want to burn all of them. Screw Mochis. Screw them hard into the ground. And that's going to do it for today. Some of the other ones are kind of weird. Like, I don't like gels. But, you know, the other monsters have their place. The only place for a mochi is at the bottom of a toilet bowl. Thank you all very much for watching. I will see you again tomorrow for another episode, which will hopefully be mochi free.